Hi, this is John Sullivan and welcome to my screencast. Tonight I'm going to show you how to embed audio onto a web page using HTML5. Before HTML5, audio and video content was embedded using third-party plugins like Flash Player or Silverlight and was reliant on the user having the appropriate plugin installed on their browser to view the content or to listen to it. But now with HTML5 that all goes away. It's all native to every major browser and makes it nice and easy to get audio and video content onto your page. My site here is something that I've been working on with photography from a recent trip I took, and it also has embedded audio on the way. For example, every time you see one of these titles pop up, you can click on it and audio plays. So let's go over and write some code to embed audio into a new site. Okay, over here in our code editor, I have an HTML document set up with a div into which I'm going to put the audio. So let's go ahead, we'll start with a really simple audio tag and then build it out from there so it's supported across all major browsers. The audio tag itself is simply the word audio followed by a list of attributes. First and most importantly, we have the source, followed by the type. It needs to know that this is an audio file and it needs to know what format it is. So this is an MPEG format. And the last attribute that I'm going to include right off the bat is controls. And controls simply puts the audio controls on the page so you can see them and interact with them. Otherwise the audio will embed, but unless you have it controlled by something else, you won't have any access to it. And there we go, we have a little player, we can click on play. And the audio plays. Perfect. Now, the problem with this is that not all browsers play all types and formats of audio. For example, MP3 works fine in some browsers like Safari, but let's say we want to try it out in Firefox. If we open Firefox, well, we saw a player there for a split second, but now it's gone. The problem is that, and we can even look if we want to go to Firebug and reload the page, content type audio MPEG is not supported. So Firefox does not support MP3, so we need to give it an alternate format that it can find to play. So let's switch back over here to our code editor. And the way that we need to do this is we need to split up the audio tag and we actually put some source attributes in the middle of it. So I'm going to take the source and type out there and go down a line, and using this source we can put in the same information, src example and type. We can close it off. You do not need that closing source bracket. And let's give it an alternate file type. I've saved this off also as ogvorbis, which is another sort of compressed audio file type. There we go. And one more thing that I'm going to do before we're finished is include this line of text. And what this does, if somebody is experiencing this website on an older browser that does not support HTML5, it'll default to this line of text, letting them know why they're not hearing any audio. Let's go ahead and save this, and now let's go up to Firefox. And so we have the player here, and down in Firebug, it's still telling us that it was looking for that MPEG file and it didn't find it. And so that failed, but that's okay because it did find the ogvorbis, and now it plays. Going back over to the code, this code right here is the simple and correct way to embed audio into your site using HTML5. Just a couple things before I go. I mentioned there are several attributes that go with the audio tag. Controls, of course, is one of the most important. There are a few others. There's a loop attribute that will allow you to loop the same audio over and over. There's also the autoplay attribute. If you put in the autoplay attribute, go back over, as you might imagine, it starts autoplaying. So use that at your own peril, and if you really want to get deviant, you can even take away the controls, and then it plays, and you just have no way of stopping it without closing the page. So there you go. This is how you embed audio. It makes it nice and simple with HTML5. Hopefully you can use that in a project of your own coming up soon. Thanks for watching.